example of like people would just talk about whatever. Like,
Yo, since we are on sports for a second, how do you guys feel about Max Kellerman and Stephen A? That's just done with. What do you guys feel about that? You guys keep up with that or not?
Yeah, I kind of do. I don't watch the show, but like, I follow like what happens.
Max got a new show now with him. Yeah. Well, who are the other two dudes? I forgot his name. But I
like Johnson and Jay Williams.
You think they were having issues?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, apparently, like they get along personally, but like their styles don't mesh. Because Stephen A just likes to argue, and like Max tries to like be logical. Be dumb sometimes, but Stephen is like, nah, it's all about the hot takes, and Max is like more like, nah, I'm gonna actually break it down type.
And some people were saying too about like black issues too. Like Max end up going like way harder than Stephen A.
He do.
And like, bro, remember Terrell Owens was on there. Yeah. He's like, you more black? All due respect, Stephen A. I be thinking Max is more black than you, and Stephen A. got hot.
But the thing is, that's what everybody be feeling though.
Yeah.
Like Max really be like saying like
some
black issue stuff, and Stephen A. just like plays the corporate card. Like, stuff like that. It's like,
and you see,
I think like I heard people talking about like it's almost like when Skip was on with Stephen A. Like you always got to cater to the person who brought you there. Yeah. Like Skip brought Stephen A. there. Stephen A. he gonna go at him, but he always gonna have that like respect of like, you know, hey, your world, your show and shit like that. Same thing with Skip and Shannon and Skip now.
Yeah.
Shannon will go back and forth, but nah, he always Skip is Skip. Like he the reason you here. But like I guess if you do look at it, you didn't really see that from Max. Max was like, no, Stephen A. Like I'm about to body your shit. Every fucking episode.
I feel like Skip and Stephen A. they're kind of like the perfect match, just because they take the wildest takes. Like, you know, like what's the name? Skip will come in with some bullshit that like.
Skip and Shannon or Skip and
Stephen A.
when they were
dynamic. You know, like I feel like they really made that shit super hot. Like what's it called? Like the analysts.
Yeah,
you know, they made it really fun, but. I keep hearing that argument of like Max Kellerman is very logical, and he's like he's keeping like he really talks about the sports in a way that it's fair, you know, as opposed to.
Because he did say, fate of the world, fate of the line, fate of the universe. I want Iguodala taking the shot.
You know?
And he tried to say Kawhi had a better mid-range than Kobe. Or was he saying he's more clutch than Kobe? Yeah. Drunk boy.
Yeah.
He be tripping sometimes, but he tries to make a logical argument. I don't think Stephen A. has ever made a logical argument in the past 10 years in the show. Yeah. Bro. Like, he's just like, you're wrong, let me tell you why. I think he's better.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
all he says.
And at the same time, with the narrative that, like, he be doing too much on Stephen A.'s show, Stephen A. do be disrespecting the fuck out of him. Like, you shouldn't even talk basketball anymore. You shouldn't even be able to sit up there, Max Kellerman, with your little fucking suit. I'll be like, bro... Dang, like, I'll be acting, my demeanor would change. You talk to me like that, like, are you fucking, like, I'm gonna go extra hard on my point. And I feel like that is part of the reason why Max would double down on his point and be like, Stephen A., yeah, but if that makes sense, and he start going in on him.
It's like two alpha personalities, you know? Because, like,
because
Max not gonna back down, because, like, I'm my own successful person, like, I'm very opinionated, like, I have a certain way of thinking. Yeah, and Stephen A. is just like, fuck all that shit, bro. Like,
how many years were they together?
For like 5.
Damn. Okay. You see, everything has to have a ceiling. Yeah. You know, so I feel like this is a good time for both of them to find some new shit to do. You know, it's like.
Yeah. Who's the replacement for Max?
Right now it's Michael Irvin, I think.
Michael Irvin.
Who can Stephen A. shit on?
I don't like Michael Irvin though, because it's just like just two niggas yelling now. That's all it's gonna be. But it's gonna be a meme factory. But it's just two niggas yelling.
That's funny.
Yeah. So
who do you say?
I don't really like how he kind of forced Max off the show.
But he got a new show though.
Yeah, but like you kind of kicked him off the show though. Like he really wants the guys. Like I don't like having Max here.
I feel like he wouldn't want to go.
I'm not sure because I heard their last episode, and he like the way Max was making it sound was like the network had bigger plans for him. Now he getting his own show with these guys. So like I don't know which is the actual like narrative or which is like the reality of it. And then even because then Stephen A. called in and talked to him like, hey man, it's been a pleasure and all that, and like, you know, wishing you I don't know, it almost seems like for him it's like a new elevation, but also at the same time Stephen A. was like, nah, y'all gotta move him somewhere else.
Yeah, I feel like it's a combination. It was like, okay, this is not really working, and like you have this opportunity you could do instead, so it's kind of like maybe a mutual parting. But Stephen A. was like, definitely leave.
Yeah.
Like I'm happy for you, but like I'm not mad you leaving, bro. Like go ahead. I think it's kind of more of that situation.
I feel like that bugs Stephen A. The black topic, because it's becoming more and more, and now I'm seeing more and more clips circulating where like even about the weed, they were saying like why Stephen A. is like mad at
still
Max.
Being anti-weed after all these years. Like you think he would adjust?
Yeah, and he has his position, but I feel like Max is such a like level-headed in terms of how he's gonna get at the point, how he's gonna get at the laws, the weed laws, and like all this like the way he attacked the point was like, dang, I think maybe y'all are right. Like Stephen A. needs someone that's more like Skip and Shannon. They'll just go back and forth. They can run in circles for days.
Yeah.
But like Max is the guy that's like, no, here's the facts. Like this is the shit. So I can see how it's a little different.
Yeah, this shows like Max is more of like a podcast radio type guy.
Oh, and he grew radio.
Yeah, he grew up. He started off of radio, and so that's how I first heard about him. And Stephen A. is more for TV, like hot takes, loud, gets your attention.
Yeah.
So like he really didn't fit on First Take for the vision that Stephen A. and ESPN wants.
He is a goat. Yeah. Like that motherfucker's a beast.
Oh, Stephen A.
Yeah,
he worked his way up.
Yeah,
man.
but what he does, like he's good at what he does. You know?
Yeah, like Joe Rogan wasn't. Like Joe Rogan pointed out, like when Stephen A. was hosting or like he was commentating that fight.
No, he shouldn't commentate fighting.
Bro, the funniest shit. But it's like they're fighters, yo. They're probably taking that shit to heart, you know.